Right Honorable Speaker, government has been pushing us to rationalize, the justification being to cut down on government expenditure. And like I was saying, that's a compelling argument. But while we are rationalizing to save taxpayers' money, to cut down on government expenditure, here then comes another huge government expenditure that we need to understand, because you cannot preach water and then drink wine. What do I mean? You cannot say, let's rationalize, let's cut down on government expenditure. In the same breath, you are bringing in new people within the system that have got to be paid by the taxpayer. What sense does it make, Right Honorable Speaker? What role are the assistant RDCs going to play that RDCs and deputy RDCs cannot play? We need to have a good understanding of that, Right Honorable Speaker. The Minister for the Presidency has said in her communication that the assistant RDCs are going to play 3 roles. Number 1 is to promote patriotism. Number 2 is to carry out mobilization. And number 3, to fight corruption. We need to be helped to understand whether now assistant RDCs are taking over the work of the Inspectorate of Government, because there seems to be a lot of duplication. Also, if you're saying they are meant to carry out mobilization, for what exactly? Is it mobilization for the NRM, mobilization for Parliament, mobilization for what exactly? This needs to be broken down. And finally, Right Honorable Speaker, Section 70 of the Local Governments Act, it provides for the caliber of people that should be appointed RDC. That's the legal provision. But by extension, we can cascade that down to anybody occupying or within the office of the RDC. Section 70 provides that these are meant to be people of high moral integrity, people whose conduct is not questionable. One of the people that have been appointed to this position, which we are yet to fully understand as assistant RDC, is Kisakyamukama. This person has been posted as assistant RDC to Gomba district. Right Honorable Speaker, in 2021, videos made rounds of this person.
Honorable, just a minute.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Leader of Opposition for raising this matter where he's seeking clarity. And he states in clear terms that his role is to keep the government in check. But our role in government is also to sustain our stay through the support of the people of Uganda. That said, Right Honorable Speaker, I wish to request your chair to give time to the Minister for the Presidency to come and provide clarification on the appointment of the Assistant Resident District Commissioners and Assistant Resident City Commissioners, their roles and responsibilities, and why the National Resistance Movement government thought it wise that we need to empower more those offices that do exist in our districts and in our cities. I beg to request that you give her time, and in the circumstances, we could proceed with the items on the order paper. If that pleases you, you could give her the appropriate time for her to come and explain. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I just wanted to make a comment on what the law has said, but also the House, to keep reflecting on this particular issue. When we sit as the House and approve the budget, approve these items, because I remember in this budget, we approved money for assistant RDCs. We approved it in the budget, and the minister has taken action. And then we come back, no, this financial year where we are, which is ending in June, yes, and then the government takes action. And then you come back as if you are not involved. You were involved in approving this position.
Let's get to show that this amount of money was appropriated for recruitment of deputy RDCs, and this is the criteria, and these are the requirements of a person. You cannot pick somebody just from nowhere to come and claim to be another DC when a person has a bad track record. So these people, they must do a due diligence on that.
Who are occupying public offices, earning from the consolidated fund, they address in public, hurl insults at people and traditional leaders like this eager person. It's unacceptable. Right, Honorable Speaker, if you could guide further, because you had asked the government chief.
But I want to refer you to Article 203. Each district, a resident district commissioner, who shall be appointed by the president. For a person to be appointed as a resident district commissioner, he or she shall be a citizen of Uganda and qualified to be a member of parliament, an equivalent of a member of parliament, and that is merely just S6. The functions of a resident commissioner are, you'll see from there. But what is paramount is that you should qualify to be a member of parliament.
Right, Honorable, you had asked the government chief whip to step out and establish the availability of the minister, but then there is also the paper that should be presented to Parliament.
And we should avoid this aspect of